My name is Nanyonga. I'm commonly known as the fish girl because I started fish when I was still a child and as nicknamed that name, but I love it. My business name is Grana Fish Supplies Limited. I'm the proud owner of Grana Fish Supplies Limited. Grana Fish is Grace Nanyonga Fish Supplies Limited. It's been around for the last 15 years. We fry Mukene, specifically get it from the lake, sort it when it's still clean it up while sun drying it. We put them on the raised rack dryers and then sort them. They come with a lot of masonko and other things from the lake, so we sort them out and also get to know the sizes that we want. We sun dry it for a day, up to, not really a day, from around 9 up to around 3, and then remove it, put it in airtight container, bring it here to production, then leave it in perforated container so that it can have it aerated and immediately fried. That's how we come up with this. We put in a bit of salt. We put in a bit of salt to add to taste. I started this business when I was still a child, like school, S5, S6, campus. I was doing this, but I needed it to grow. That was my vision. Yes, first I was looking for fees, I was looking for survival. We grew up as orphans, so I was looking for school fees, I was looking for where we can stay. This is Habitat for Humanity Village because Habitat supported us to have the home. And then I said, okay, we are here, but we are always branded as the poor, the village of the poor people. And as a child, I said I need to change this history because how long should a poor be poor? Should cut that. So I said I'm going to work harder from Mukene, but we were selling, but I wanted it to be a company in my head. I've had people along the way, mentors tell me, you can improve on it, you can do this. I went for training in food processing in the US. I went to Uganda fisheries in Entebbe to learn how Mukene, how is it packaged, how is it labeled, what is its lifespan, how do we handle it, how is it handled, what is its spoilage? Because I would see people with Mukene, so I would say, how do I improve on it? And the best people to go to was UNBS, not any other person. And in a way, when you buy the standards, they automatically guide you. When you apply for the QMA, you go in the resource center and first buy the standard of that product you want. So it is that standard that is like a Bible to follow. And in a way, we changed almost everything, how we were operating. I'll give you examples. Before, we were not recording, for example, the parameters of our raw materials. What is it that you look out for to say that, okay, this Mukene is good? So with the standard and making standard operating procedures, developing standard operating procedures, we had to put parameters that are standard. Is the Mukene still having the silver lining? Is the Mukene still having the color? What color does it have? What is the smell? How does it look? So those things all we had to go through them. That was our first. And then the other was on how we handle it. We needed to buy these other equipment to use. Before we were not using these ones. we would maybe get a kutia or chivera, something like that. But now we are using perforated containers, we are using trays, we are using airtight containers to avoid contamination. And this is mainly also helps to handle. It's a standard under handling and spoilage so that it doesn't get spoiled. And then the premises themselves. We needed, for example, fry traps to be put in the windows. The windows are not supposed to be like windows for home. Just so you put that, we had to put that behind. We needed to put a reception, changing and bathing area. Before we came when we have bathed, but here we have to bathe again, we have to change clothes, we have to wear our protective gears. I even didn't know that this kind of PEs were available in the market. But because we are following the standard, you end up looking for them. You forcefully look for them where they are. We also changed our sorting table. Before, we were not using these stainless tables and equipment. We were using a chiyua. But right now, we had to put in money and get proper equipment, proper working tables that are food grade, that are stainless, that are good for people. Then also for the weighing scale, we actually used to cheat ourselves because you're not calibrating the weighing scale, you don't know whether it is giving more or less. But now, because it's checked, it's digital, there you're able to tell. It can tear the container size, or it can tear these other ones, and then you get actual. And we also work with precise systems that checks on us. If it has a problem, they are on call. How to wash them and take record. Another thing we changed was on labeling. The label also changed. Before we used to put Mukene snack, but there's also a standard of labeling, and that one guided us. First of all, put the brand name, and then put the name of the product scientifically and how everyone understands it properly. But all that information was got from the labeling standard that was given to us by UNBS. Now, from there, you put the batch number, you put the manufacturing date, and expiry date. Before, we could only put expiry date. But now we put the 3 dates. All that was not there before. So a lot has changed. We had to guide, we had to put safety standards for us and also for the consumers. For example, we would not go for medical checkup regularly. But because it's a requirement and it's a standard by UNBS, we have found ourselves going for medical checkup regularly. Even those that don't work here, but they come when we have work, they all have their certificates here. We check you, we have to, and also not only checking, but also I like the fact that they also train us how to be sensitive. For example, if you have cough, you can't work. If you have flu, you can't come and fry Mukene. The nankan will fall in the Mukene. So when you have such, you don't work, you're automatically off. Another thing, before the standards, we used to sleep here, partly production, partly home. But we needed to separate work and home completely so that we can follow. Otherwise, you would not know who is going in the house, who is going in the production. So we had to separate that from our work. after getting the UNBS mark, a lot of customers call because we are able to put our location, our telephone numbers with the standard of labeling. They call, they order, and then in terms of markets, many people and sales, after the UNBS, we grew from 1 supermarket, 1 to 17 supermarkets. And some of them, when you go, you present your certificate and then your price list, they tell you go and bring the things. It's so easy to get the market after certification. And also others reach out to us, and the business has improved. It is better, it is doing well. Although I got a snag because after getting certification for me in Mukene, the lake was closed for Mukene fishermen, so we're not allowed to fish. So part of the year of my certification, I have not worked, and yet it's annual. You have to renew every year. So it's been a challenge, but even if challenges are there, I don't believe in quitting. I believe in hanging in there as things get better. But the business improved. Even me, I feel good. You don't know what it feels staying away. Like you have a workplace and you also have a home. And that wouldn't have come if I had not applied for the standards. I would advise all SMEs, whoever is in business, like for production, to have their product certified. It feels so nice to see a Q mark on your product. Like it just comes automatically because the product itself is good, but you're not talking for it. It speaks for itself. And that is so good. So I'd advise, much as it's a journey, start moving, take baby steps, crawl, walk, jump, run, and you get there, as long as you don't stop. Quitters are the ones that stop and they will never reach where they are going. And if you're scared, like me, I was scared at the beginning. Take a breath, pray about it, keep working. Go by the standards because they give you time to process. They give you time, UNBS gives you time to process. It gives you time. You call, they're available. You can call customer service to ask to be guided. If you can, get a consultant. Grana Fish had to get a consultant to guide on the flow of the production, on the procedures, to get, like, for example, templates of cleaning, of raw material, of what. So you get support. Personally, I had to go and train. Don't sit and say, after I applied for the Q mark, be knowledgeable. Knowledge is power. Go and study in line with your product. For me, I went to Uganda fisheries in Entebbe because I was dealing in fish. And Mukene is one of the products they have that they can train you in spoilage, in transportation, in labeling, packaging, and all that. So your product, for you who is watching me, go to that institute and learn about it, especially you, the business owner. When you understand, you'll be able to train your staff, you'll be able to train the people around you, and then you'll have a stronger team that can help you acquire the Q mark.